Part A says use your calculator to work out 29 squared minus 4.6 all over the square root of 35 minus 1.9 to the power of 3 and write down all the figures on the calculator display. Now your calculator likely won't look exactly like this, but this has got a nice big display so I can show you what to do. So now we've got fractions. The first thing to do is press this fraction button here. So look for something that looks like this on your calculator. I'm going to type in 29 and squared, so a button that looks similar to this. Then we're going to do minus 4.6. And then we go down onto the bottom part of the fraction now. And we're going to first do the square root, which is this symbol here. So that'll be somewhere on your calculator. Then we're going to do 35 minus 1.9 to the power of 3. So on this calculator, that's this button here. There should be a button similar to that where you get a little box up like this. And you can put in any number you want. So I'm going to put 3. Now we've got to be careful to make sure we're square rooting 35 minus 1.9 cubed. And not just square rooting the 35 part of it. So make sure the square root covers all of it. I'm going to click equals and see what we get. So we get 157.668255. And it says to write down everything from the calculator. So I'm going to put 157.668255. Now a little tip for the calculator. When we're working with fractions like this, I'd always recommend pressing the fraction button first. And then we can put stuff in the top and the bottom and switch between them. If we don't do that, for example, and I start putting in, okay, we've got 29 squared minus 4.6, and then I put the fraction button, it's only going to make the second part a fraction, and it's not all going to be in a fraction. So that's why it's really good to start off by using the fraction button and then filling it in from there. And now if we got that completely right, we get 2 marks. Now B says we need to write our answer to part A correct to 4 significant figures. So we're going to want 4 significant figures going from the left. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to sort of cut off at this point here. And then we need to look at this number. Is this 5 or above or less than 5? When it's 5 or above, so we're going to be rounding up. So we need to increase this by 1. So our final answer to 4 significant figures is 157.7. And if we got that, we get 1 mark.